Figure 4 shows the position of two stationary boats, A and B, and a port P, which are assumed to be in the same horizontal plane. Boat A is 8.7 kilometers on a bearing of 314 degrees from port P. Boat B is 3.5 kilometers on a bearing of 0.52 degrees from port P. And in this question, as part of A, we are asked to show that angle ABP is 98 degrees. So here we need to show also the bearing of point boat A. So this is the north part, and we're given the angle is around, the bearing here is 52 degrees, and we also need to extract how we are finding the rest of the angles, and we also have, so we start with part A. We can see we're given the bearing of 314 degrees. So in this scenario, we will need from port P. So in this scenario, for point A, we have to consider finding this angle and also finding the bearing, which will be 360 in this scenario, taken away from 314, which will give us in this scenario 46 degrees, which is this angle here. So this will be the bearing, and this will give us this angle here, which is 46 degrees. And now for us to find the angle of ABP, we would have 46 degrees plus 52, and that will give us 98 degrees. And this will be our answer for part A. For part B, we need to find the distance of boat B from boat A, giving the answer in one decimal place. So we start in this scenario, since we have two lengths and an angle, we can use, and the angle that we found, we can use cosine rule. So say using cosine rule, we would have in this scenario AB squared equal, we would have 8.7 squared plus 3.5 squared, and then take away 2 multiplied by AB, cosine of the angle, so that would be 8.7 multiplied by 3.5 cosine of 98 degrees. And in this scenario, the answer will be approximately 96.4, which will, in this scenario, will give us approximately the answer being 2. So we'll take the answer, because we are taking the root, that will give us the answer being approximately for AB 9.8 kilometers. And this will be our answer for part B. Now, for part C, we need to find the bearing of boat B from boat A, given the answer to the nearest degree. So for part C, we can use the sine rule, using sine rule. So in this scenario, we managed to find the AB distance, which is 9.8. So now we have 9.8 over the angle. So in this scenario, we're using the sine of the angle ahead of it. So that's sine of 98 equal 3.5 over sine of the angle that we are attempting to find, which is PAB. So which is this angle here. Now the next step in this scenario, we'll try to rearrange in the form of sine of PAB. That will give us 3.5 over 9.8 sine of 98. And in this scenario, we would have the angle of PAB being sine inverse of 3.5 or 8.7 sine of 98, and that will give us approximately 20.66 degrees. And for us to find the bearing in this scenario, say bearing will be the angle in the scenario that we needed to find, which will be this angle here, lambda. So for us to find this angle, say lambda will equal 180, take away 46, take away 20.66, and that will give us in this scenario 113 degrees, which is the bearing. And this will be our answer for this question.